I like Gourmet Institute because it's a great night. It's full of great foodie people. The questions come thick and fast. For my session this year, I'm doing Christmas desserts. I'm really excited. I guess I don't get to do them really often. But my first dish, I only have the concept, which is going to be what I'd leave Santa Claus under the tree for Christmas, based on the whole milk and cookies thing. And second dish is still a toss-up for me. I haven't settled on Frosty the Snowman or the reindeer, so you'll have to book in and to see. So a gourmet traveller for me, it's the willpower, the passion, the love, and the absolute craziness for food.
A gourmet traveller, well, to me, it's about gaining first-hand experience and knowledge, especially in places like Italy and France, but also throughout the Middle East. I'd like to take that knowledge and incorporate that into my history and my background. Momo's food is Mediterranean, it's Middle Eastern. My background is Lebanese, so there's a lot of childhood memories. I certainly hope that when people come to this class that they enjoy the ingredients and some of the simple techniques and enjoy some of the hospitality and generosity of Middle Eastern food culture.
For me, a gourmet traveller is somebody who travels quite often, but also somebody who's quite happy to stop at a market and buy some great asparagus and see the produce. And I always believe a great gourmet traveller is somebody who doesn't know what he's going to cook and go to the market and pick the best produce and have a great meal. That's what it's all about. Well, my theme this year is going to be pretty French. What I love doing about this sort of event is first, I'm talking to people who got the same interest than me, who's sharing the same passion about food. And also, I spend a lot of time in the kitchen with the same people, and it's quite nice to be able to talk to the people who spend time in your restaurant, and we can share, they share their experience with me, and that, that's put petrol in my tank.
To be a gourmet traveller, I'm a gourmet traveller. The reason why I travel is so I can eat and be exposed to new flavours, new techniques, as well as new people and cultures. I'll be cooking modern Asian this year. I've chosen modern Asian after living in Hong Kong and Shanghai for 5 years. So it's something that comes naturally to me, and it's a style of cooking that I've taken away, and it's comfort food to me. If everyone who came to the cooking class could take just even one recipe or dish home and really enjoy that and share it with their friends, I'd be happy.
A gourmet traveller to me, travelling gourmet, I like to travel and look for wonderful things about food, whether it's cookery classes, whether it's discovering beautiful restaurants, amazing young talented chefs, whether that's in Sydney, interstate, overseas. Recently I've had this fascination with Japan and Tokyo. Years gone by I've always drawn inspiration from Europe. In the past few years we're getting a lot more of our inspiration from Tokyo and Japan. I think that's a good example of a gourmet traveller where you're sort of getting your inspiration from different areas, whether that's your sense of place locally or whether that's further abroad. I like the Gourmet Institute being a part of it because it's a wonderful way for us chefs to interact with our customers and hopefully soon-to-be customers. And it's a great way for them to get up close and personal to the chefs that we like to interact with. And it's a wonderful way for us to get our philosophy across and talk all things wonderful about great food.
A gourmet traveller to me is someone who, on a personal level, puts food first and the itinerary follows the restaurant. So I always think that the scenery follows good restaurants, and so it looks after itself. So I book down the restaurants, get those locked in, and then the rest follows. I love doing events like the Gourmet Institute. I enjoy interacting, I guess, with a different crowd than would come to market. There's obviously a crossover, a subset, but I'm trying to engage with people on a level and try and explain what we do and how we do it, but obviously on a simple level that they can engage with and understand. For my session, I'm going to be looking at local seafood. I'm just going to be choosing something that is absolutely spanking fresh. I'll be applying some techniques or all of them to that piece of fish.
A gourmet traveller is somebody that's going to come to the class. They're going to immerse themselves in the flavours that we're cooking and also recapture the essence of a place that they'd been to and something that they really loved eating in that place and getting those flavours back again in the class that we're doing. I've done Gourmet Institute for the last 2 years. This is my 3rd year. I'm really looking forward to doing another one because people really get excited about coming here. They get excited about seeing me, which is great. and it's just something, it's fun, it's sociable for people. They just come in, have a drink, sit down, watch me, eat lots of good Thai food and just have a lot of fun. So the theme is Thai salads. Big focus is sweet, sour and salty, and heat obviously. We want to really focus on those using grilled meat, seafood and maybe a combination of seafood and meat together.